Hello, everyone, tonight. Welcome. We're so glad you could be on this Zoom call with us. We are very excited tonight. I'm very excited tonight to share with you a business concept that I have been working with for the last 14 and a half years. So I love the unfranchised. My name is Pam Torgerson, and I'm from Bismarck, North Dakota. I used to be a college professor and I used to teach hotel and restaurant management. My husband and I owned a home building business along with a land development company while we both were college professors teaching full time and raising 3 kids. And at that time, we took a look at this business that I'm going to show you a short presentation, a quick view, an introduction tonight of. And we decided to partner with this A+ rated Better Business Bureau company. And within 3 years, it had outpaced my full-time income by working part-time hours online and owning an online store. I began to capture some of the internet business that was out there, and I have loved learning all the different areas of this company where you can be certified to have deeper understanding about different product lines. And I am currently what's called an executive supervising coordinator, earning in excess of $15,000 in a 4-week period on the commissions that are paid on the volume that moves through the site. Earl and I are also $1 Million Club members. And so I just wanted to share a little bit tonight about this fantastic business that runs on the back of the internet. It's called Market America. And Market America purchased an online venue called shop.com. There's no better URL than shop.com, is there? And so, so excited about the mission statement that Market America has about helping entrepreneurial people to create an ongoing income, a residual income, by being financially independent, especially during times where the world is shut down right now and our business is open and viable for business with people who are shopping online, looking for services online. It's a revolutionary technology of using people power, but at the same time using the back of the internet. All right, so there's really 4 major trends that are happening right now in the economy. One is that retail stores are closing. I'm sure you've all seen Staples and Pier 1 and Herberger's and different stores that are closing their storefront. Some of them are staying online, but others are just completely closing because they could not handle the amount of overhead as everyone moves to click and order. There's been a rise in that click and order, rise in online sales. I'm sure all of you on here have purchased online before. Do you think online sales is going to increase, or do you think it's going to decrease in the future? Well, I think everybody would agree it's increasing. And we're all about this one-to-one marketing, helping people find exactly what they're looking for and just-in-time delivery. And really, there's more 1099s or independent business owners out there right now than there's ever been before. Everybody wants to work and be their own boss. And so we know that we're giving the opportunity, structure, and framework for people to actually be in charge of their own time. And this concept was actually started by James Reitinger 28 years ago, and he framed it to be like a franchise, that it's systemized and standardized and uniform. It has marketing tools that are very current and up to date, videos, email type marketing, and training systems that are going on across the globe like this tonight, teaching people about our duplicated business that can be done from home by the average person. It's market-driven products that are right there at the top of the trend right now. Some of the big trends are vitamin C and vitamin D are flying off the shelf, as well as hand sanitizer and disinfectant cleaners. It's not like a franchise though, because as you can tell in this time of shutdown, we don't have to shut down because it's virtual. It has very minimal startup expenses. It can be done part-time from home or from your phone, wherever you are. It has tremendous tax advantages. One of our biggest areas that we work in is health and wellness. And if you're on a wellness journey yourself, you can actually make your wellness journey a tax write-off through owning a business like this. There's no territorial restrictions, and there's very little risk when you're working part-time with flexible hours and low overhead. So the company was actually founded in 1992. It is a global product brokerage company that runs on the back of the internet. So we have operations in the United States, Canada, Australia, Taiwan, Hong Kong, United Kingdom, Singapore, and Malaysia. But what's more important about this slide is the fact that it acknowledges an independent company. So like when you're looking for validation of a company that's out there, going to Google isn't the best place to go, because you get all kinds of information on Google. You don't know your reference of what it's saying to you. But if you go to an independent, well-known third-party reference of the Better Business Bureau, most of us have heard of that. And at the Better Business Bureau, we have an A+ rating for a trust, performance, integrity. As a matter of fact, this company has got such great integrity that in 2013 and 2018, we won the highly coveted Torch Award to award us with the fact that we take care of our customers and we have a great model of taking care of business. So I think that's a great place to look for validation. Another place to look is at our financials. You can see that in the last 28 years, we have been growing strong. As a matter of fact, our estimated accumulated retail sales is in the 9 billion mark, and over half of that has gone back out to unfranchised owners, the people that actually are touching and delivering product to the end consumer through the vehicle of the internet. People like myself, average people who have a few part-time hours to dedicate to this per week on a consistent basis with quality time. And this 4.7 billion out there has gone back to pay in commissions and retail profits to business owners like myself. So the 45-year plan is something I want to talk about, because when I graduated from high school, I actually learned about this, that 95% of us spend up to 45 years of our life making the other 5% of that pie financially fit. Well, what does that mean? It actually means that when we graduated from high school, I'm sure everybody thought they were going to work hard, go to school, get good grades, get a great job, and somehow by the time you got to be 65, everything was going to be okay and you'd be able to retire. Well, that actually isn't the real statistic that's out there. I want to pull back the curtain and let you see that many people will work 45 years of their life and then think that they're going to rely on Social Security for their retirement. And the average Social Security check is less than $1,200. I bet you know some people who that's their take home in their retirement, and it's just not enough to make the wheels turn and have a retirement that's comfortable. I mean, even young people today are seeing that student loans and credit card debt and car loans and health insurance is costing so much that it's difficult to meet the margin of what you're earning daily, monthly, weekly, and meeting the burden of what your bills are. So many times you need a plan B, or you need a side hustle to make things work. I know that's where I was at. I was looking, I don't have any money saved for my kids to go to college. I need a side hustle to be able to earn some money to put in the bank to help my kids with their college debt. So how much money do you need? What's the magic number? Well, if you're looking at retirement, let's say, or you're actually just looking at some extra cash flow to be coming in your retirement years, or when your kids get old enough to go to college, in order to have just $1,000 a month coming back to you off of some investment you'd made or savings that you have, if you found 2% rate of return on $600,000, that would produce $1,000 a month. Well, I don't know about you, but when I was teaching school, I was not putting money away to the tune of having anywhere near $600,000 in a bank account or anywhere else. And I couldn't write a book or write a famous song that was gonna pull in that kind of money or have an ongoing income from it selling a blockbuster hit. I was really looking for, what could we do? We looked at owning a real estate, like an apartment building, but there's a lot of investment that goes into that. We were looking at working maybe a part-time job. And what was happening was we were just getting busier and busier. And although we had the money coming in with all the things we were doing, we had no time. Maybe that's you. Maybe you found, I just don't have any time, Pam, to even to listen to what you're saying. Well, I found if I carved out just a few hours a day or a week, that focusing in, gave up some TV time, gave up some hobby time, that I wanted to invest in this, what was for me a 3-year plan. A 3-year plan that gave me power over my future, to have some financial security, because now I make more money. 15,000 in a 4-week pay cycle, honey, I wasn't making that being a school teacher. And if you're a school teacher out there, you're not making that either. I know you're not. So this additional income can help you buy down some of your debts. I have 3 kids that have all gone to college now with their college degrees, and they have no college, university, master's degree debt. This plan within 3 years replaced my income of going to a job every morning, working hard, working overtime hours, and coming home at night, and then building houses at night. We no longer need to build houses. I no longer teach at the school. Now I teach like this, virtually online to you. And I hope that while you're sitting here listening, you're thinking, it worked for Pam, but could it work for me? You know what? Just take a few more minutes to listen to what I have to say, and open your mind up to the fact that in a 3-year plan, it might be possible to create something that could throw off an income into your retirement. As a matter of fact, it could be left to your children to be inherited, or your grandchildren. So what's your legacy going to be? What are you leaving behind for your children or grandkids? I know I want to leave a legacy of income for my grandkids, not just debt paying for my funeral or whatever. So this concept is so good because it's a product brokerage company. It doesn't have a bunch of money tied up in manufacturing. They guess the trend of what's going to be the next big hit. And so really what's come out most recently are single serve packets with energy, or multivitamins, or things that help with digestion. I mean, how many of you need more energy or your digestion's not good? We have access to multi-billion-dollar markets. We just recently opened up an affordable jewelry line in the marketplace, and working with some hemp oil products that help with pain management and mood. And we are moving the latest market-driven products to the marketplace without the burden of manufacturing. So we can flex very quickly with the marketplace. Like right now, hand sanitizer is really big in the marketplace. So we're producing, getting our manufacturer to produce more so we can move it to the end consumer. We move on the back of the internet so we don't have to worry about a storefront or having people next to each other sharing their germs. You can order online. It's open 24/7. You can order in your pajamas if you want to. So if you had a choice right now, choose the 45-year plan, where you're going to go to school, get good grades, get a job, and work for 45 years until you're 65, and hope that at 65 there's some kind of compensation that your maybe employer has for you, and a 401k that's going to cover the expenses. Or maybe you're relying on Social Security, which I'm not even really sure it's going to be there for you, depending upon how old you are. Or if you had a chance to have a 3-year plan, that in 3 years you could build an income that would be coming in, not based on time that you're spending, but actually based on the fact that you built an asset, or you built a machine, you built an online presence that continues to flow whether you go to work or not. Wouldn't you want to just at least hear about it? I am so grateful to Ann Reedy and Phil Guido, who showed me this business. And at the beginning, if you were like me, I just really didn't understand it. I had to see it 2 or 3 times to let it sink in and say, could this work? I'm such a busy mom. I've got kids. I've got a husband. I've got business. I've got work. Could this work for me? And so I took a look at it. I got my questions answered. And all I want you really to do right now is take a look at what I have to say and think, do I know some people that are shopping online? Could I convert my spending to shopping online for myself? If you think you could do that, I think that looking at this is a wise idea for you to look at converting those dollars that you're spending into earning, and understanding some of the marketing models we have in place that have worked for very average people as well as everyone else in the marketplace. So there's 5 steps. This is my syllabus for the next few minutes. I'm going to go through the 5 steps to build a successful online unfranchised business presence. And that is, first you have to apply to the company. Then we're going to create some interest in what you've got. We're going to qualify your business. We're going to activate your business. And then we're going to teach you to teach, manage, and support others to do the same thing that you've done by paying it forward. That's one of the things I love about this business, is paying it forward. Now, you could sales rep our products all day long. If you love our products, some of you have already tried some of our amazing health and wellness products and you've seen some really great results. we'll let you sales rep us all day long, but you don't have a website that actually gives you leverage and residual ongoing income. So I'm going to focus on the application of $129.95 for you so that you can have a leveraged option that will continue to pay you in perpetuity on into your retirement and on into your grandkids' days. So this business, being an unfranchised owner, takes $129.95 to apply to the company. What you get when you apply is a getting started guide, which I call the Cliff Notes to the unfranchised manual. The manual tells you all about everything that we've got going on. But if you're like me, I want the fast start guide, and that's the getting started guide. If you just go through the getting started guide over and over and over again, you'll be just like me. In 3 years, replace your professional income. We also give you access to our training and seminar system, which is a lot of webinars and online and audios in your phone that you can have access to learn while you're driving out in the country or wherever you're headed to. It's also got management reports that are second to none to manage your business. It'll have an online presence that's available across the globe. But what I really love is you get coaching and mentoring by experienced unfranchised owners, people like myself and my mentors that will actually come alongside you. I just got off a phone call with a gal in South Dakota that I've been mentoring and helping her to move forward with her business. And she and I are close and help each other out. And I've been training her in what to do to make this produce replacing her career income. So step 2, after you apply to the company, is to create some business volume. In other words, interest in the products that we have that we know are in billion-dollar markets. People are washing their hair, they're managing their weight, they want good health and nutrition products, they have children that they want good, organic, clean products. People are aging every day, they want age management products. My husband loves the Prime Joint formula that Scottie Pippen endorses to help with achy joints. And we know you're washing your hair, you're washing your skin, you're washing your body. We've got some great products in those lines as well, in personal care, as well as we know women are using cosmetics. We have high-end cosmetics for affordable prices with great tutorials on how to use them. We've got internet services. We're in skincare, home and garden. Your dog deserves to have great shampoo and vitamins as well. And in all these areas, we also have a financial services area that is like a GPS to shredding your debt and getting out of debt. These are all programs and services, but the one we're most excited about is always the coming soon store because new products are popping up. We've got a Cannabicool roll-on product. That's a hemp product that takes pain away with lidocaine and hemp-based products. We've got the new jewelry line I just told you about. I've got a necklace on that I just love that I purchased in the jewelry line. And these are coming soon. Everything that comes to the marketplace a lot of times comes in trends. Recently, we had a product, Trim Tea, come out on the marketplace. People love to drink tea and coffee, and it had some thermogenic slimming effects that people really enjoyed. And it just sold out 3 times. It was such a hit right into the marketplace at the perfect time. These are products that we have coming soon that people at our Market America corporate headquarters are evaluating, bringing to the marketplace that you can have instantly on your website for order. Along with that, anything that we don't carry in a branded product, we also have access to partner stores in the avenue of our internet partner stores, places you've heard of like JCPenney and Overstock and Groupon and Bed Bath & Beyond, and they get a point value assigned as well, IBV or internet volume. Those are along with our branded products and our internet products. We've got numerous marketing strategies to help you get this in front of people who are looking for these products. I bet right now you could name 5 people who shop online and love to shop online. If you could just direct them to the site, we actually pay cash back to customers who convert their spending to Walmart through shop.com. Now, step 3 of this process is the fact that we want you to qualify your business. In other words, touch and feel and use some of our branded products, like in the isotonics line, like in the pet care line, like in the baby care line, so that you have some experience with it and can talk articulately to your customers and why they should take a look at those branded products. So you don't need millions of dollars to start. You just start with that first not the retail number, not the wholesale dollar number, but we have a business value volume point that goes to every one of our branded products. And that business volume adds up in the banks. But the first 200 business volume actually goes to open your banks in your store so that you can begin to accumulate points that we pay cash on. So we made it easy for you. We've isolated the best fast start kit. It's like a sale when you first open your business, to be able to get samples and trial marketing samples out to people so they can try them. This, about 90% of the people use this fast start kit when they first open their business, and that gives you that 200 business volume in a great product line that you can help share. We have some marketing strategies of doing online wellness seminars or weight loss. You can see we also have a fast start kit in the weight loss program. We also have one in our cosmetic line, and also with our web solutions. The person that invited you to this call, you should ask their opinion on what the best place for you to start based on your interest and where you're at with your life. So that $129.95 subscription fee is rolled into the $429.95 Fast Start program. Now, remember, this is not all a raw cost. It actually is an investment in product. So it's all a business write-off. It reduces your income on your income tax. This is the way you can find out owning a home-based business is one of the best ways to save taxes legally at the end of the year on your personal income tax. So this $429.95, our goal is for you to recoup that very quickly by moving product to the end consumer in a fashion that we call a trial run. You once again can ask the person that invited you to this call to explain that to you. But here's what happens. Once you open your virtual doors and you begin your business, we find that we like to get you 10 customers right off the bat with our different marketing tools. And from that, usually one of those customers or two of those customers, or maybe someone you're already thinking about that you'd like to go into business with, opens a virtual business along with you. Let's say their name is Mark. And then a second person, because really 3 people working together part-time can produce a magnificent amount of interest and man the ship, so to say. Everybody owns their own business, but we're working together because 2 is the best multiplier to make income as it works in the math. So Mark and Kate are going to open a business, each one on your left, one on your right, and we're actually going to start to build an organizational chart. You can think of them as your vice presidents, or you can just think of the 3 of you are going into business to make good money for the 3 of you, okay? And you're doing it online. Each of you will have your own site, and you're going to help Mark and Kate to do what you do, and that is apply to the company, $129.95, create some interest in the site through one of our marketing programs like trial marketing, our Wellness 101, or online Zoom program to share what we've got, a business launch. Then you qualify your business with that initial 200 business volume. You can do it through the Fast Start Kit, or you can do it by moving product to the end consumer. And then you activate. And activation means that you have 2 business partners, 2 people, not customers. 10 customers, 11 customers, 8 customers, fine. But out of there, there's 2 people that are entrepreneurial minded like you are, that want to create an ongoing income. They don't want to just save money shopping. They actually want to own a business that could produce residual ongoing income, replace the income at their job, or maybe just be extra income to help their kids go to college, or during this time, help them with their bills. Okay, so Mark and Kate are in this to win it like you are with a business, and Mark and Kate are going to find 2 business partners, and we're going to start creating this virtual organizational chart, because that's where the commissions are paid out. Now I want to show you this. The first time that I saw this, I thought, well, sure, people can lead to people. People will convert their spending. They'll have some friends and family and people they know that want to shop online. But then how does the commission plan work? That's the residual ongoing income piece. Well, as people lead to people who want to be entrepreneurial and create an ongoing residual income, what happens is, as each person opens a business, purchases some products, there's volume that goes into the system. And this is very different than anything I'd ever seen before. As that volume adds up, let's say you purchase the Fast Start Kit, there's 300 business volume that goes with that. It adds up and moves through the system. Chris, anybody in that organizational chart, also gets 100% of that volume, and Megan gets 100% of that volume, and Mark gets 100% of that volume. So 100% of 100% flows up to everyone in the business organizational chart above you, and you all get credit for this purchase that Matt made. And if that's not enough, what we find is that your senior business partners can even share business volume deep down in the organizational chart with one person per quarter of their choosing. So like I've been doing this for 14 years, I can share business volume deep down in that organizational chart with my new business partner, Anne. And as the volume is placed in her center, it also flows up to Matt, Chris, Megan, Mark, and back to me. Well, it should pay me because I was the one who purchased it. But do you see how this can create synergy where Dave can order his shampoo and Matt can order his dog vitamins, and Chris can order some lotion, and Megan can wash her hair, and Mark can purchase daily essentials, and everybody's volume that they purchase flows up at 100% of the business volume value. And what happens from that is that as we convert our purchases to our own site, the synergy of each household, their purchases, not anybody has to do a whole 100%, everybody does their 1%, adds up to a synergy that pays everybody. Now I'm about to blow your mind. Stay with me. This is how the income works. The computer works every Friday night to add up and take a snapshot of what's happening there. And as the volume flows up, the computer keeps track of it. Thank goodness, because I wouldn't want to have to add it up every Friday night. And when you get to 1,200 business volume on the left and 1,200 business volume points on the right, and you have a personally sponsored person on the left and a personally sponsored person on the right, heading up your organization as it grows, the computer will kick out your smallest check ever. That's $300 that'll be deposited in your bank account. $300. Now, it's not a matter of if you're going to get paid, it's a matter of when. As people convert by online, it doesn't go away then. It actually keeps adding week after week after week. It may not be the first week or the second week, but eventually through a series of weeks, as you talk, as you share, as you market through conversation, 2,400 on the left and 2,400 on the right. Right, Mark's got a few purchases, Kate's got a few purchases, they have a few customers, maybe they have another friend that comes into the business that gets to 2,400 on the left and 2,400 on the right. You get another $300 check from Market America. And as it flows, it doesn't go away. It keeps adding up week after week after week. Eventually it gets to 3,600 business volume on the left and 3,600 on the right, and you get another check, $300. And then from there, it flows up. It may be a week, it may be 2 weeks, it may be a month, it may be 6 months. It all depends on what's happening in your organization and how you follow our systemized plan of getting the information out there to the end consumer, that it goes to 5,000 and 5,000, and you receive a $600 check. Now it resets to zero, and what happens is it all flows up again, and you make $300, $300, $600. This is true also in the internet business volume as you're shopping at places like Raise, which is a discount coupon site. If you haven't heard of that, you're really going to want to check that out. Macy's, Home Depot, wherever it may be, those points flow up as well. Now, the internet stores don't share as much profit with us, so those points add up slower. So you really want to focus, if you're here today, on our branded products. If you have a home shopping list that the person who invited you to this presentation could get you, you could just check off the things that you already use, and we have branded products in. Focus there first and see that cash flow in from that end of the deal first. Now, remember, every Friday night, it checks the volumes, and as the frequency of commissions will increase, because week after week, people will get more educated, they'll buy more products online. We have fantastic products that actually make a difference. And what you're gonna see is that as those banks flow full, we also have a commission program where the more you help the people in your organization, no matter where they are in your organization, the more money you're going to make. There's an extra $30,000 a year on the table if you're a good manager and teacher to help other people. Now, I really like that part because I like teaching and I like helping other people. And so any way that your business volume flows all the way up to 5,000, the computer will look on the left and on the right to see any other two people in the organization that's happened, and it will pay a $600 bonus a week. Come on, some of you have had to train other people at work and you didn't get paid any more money for that. Here, we're going to bonus you for helping other people. Now,
my name's Gary Rogers. I live in Park Hempstead, Connecticut.
Thanks,
I'm the
Gary.
former owner of a Gold's Gym franchise. I worked tons of hours. The work was never done. The overhead was outrageous. I was super stressed, going deeper and deeper into debt. Never got to see my family. I was just at the gym all the time. It was a perfect time for me to look at the unfranchised business created by Market America. I was so hesitant when I first discovered it, but frustrated enough to take a quick look. Seemed too good to be true. Was it real? Could it work for me? Where on earth would I ever find the time? These were my concerns. But I like the fact that no experience was required and that I could simply follow the directions and would be guided by a senior partner. In 2 years of consistent part-time effort, it's accurate to say my life was almost completely transformed. As promised, I learned to develop an ongoing 6-figure residual income, which allowed me to leave the gym business forever. Now I'm able to manage my business part-time from home or anywhere, really. I see my family and friends all the time. My schedule's fantastic because it's whatever the heck I say it is. When my daughter was diagnosed with a life-threatening illness, I was able to devote all my time and focus to her healing without any negative impact on my income. I love the team I work with, and honestly, I feel like the luckiest guy in the world because I found Market America, and maybe more importantly, that I took action to fix my life. It's the best thing I've ever done on purpose.
Thanks, Gary. And now I have one more unfranchised owner that wants to share with you.
Hi, my name is Phil Guido. I'm a former pharmacist and pharmacy owner from Long Island, New York. I was introduced to the unfranchised business a number of years ago by a customer who got in a conversation with me and told me she found a way to create not just another income stream, but a residual income. And she asked me if I would consider looking at it, possibly partnering with her. Well, at the time I owned my own business. I worked 80 hours a week. I guess the real story was the business owned me. I had no time, and I turned her down, a number of times. But eventually the idea of a residual income piqued my interest. I mean, how was I supposed to earn a residual income? I never wrote a book. I never acted in a movie or a sitcom. I don't have any songs on the charts. How can I earn a residual income? She said I could do it through being an unfranchised business owner. So I finally went to an unfranchised business presentation. And you know what? I met some people in my local area who were already earning residual incomes, and I decided to give it a try, even on my busy schedule. And it turned out to be the best financial decision I ever made for my wife, Sue, and I, and our kids. This was an absolute godsend. Over a period of years, on a limited part-time basis, I was able to build an ongoing residual income stream that more than equaled my full-time income from the pharmacy, and I decided to retire at one point, at the age of 44, no less. And it's been more than 20 years since, and the residual income keeps on coming. I'm financially sound. It's one of the best things ever. I love the company. I love the people who run the company. I love the business model. I love the products. And I strongly encourage anybody who attended this presentation tonight to take the next step and do what I did. Attend an unfranchised business presentation in your local area and meet some of the people from your area who are already making this work for them.
Thanks, Phil. So really, what's the next step for you? You're probably thinking, can this work for me? I don't know. I'm not a pharmacist or a teacher, but whatever you are, we're thinking, are you right for the business? So the person who sent this to you thought enough of you that either you have the capability to work with them and produce a ongoing income, or they thought maybe you know somebody who's the right fit. Either way, we don't advertise through the newspaper or through the radio. We're looking for people who are entrepreneurial minded and who are open-minded enough to see that the internet is going to be the place where commerce moves in the future, and to capture some of that commerce that's moving to be able to create an income source for yourself that's ongoing. So here's one guarantee: if you don't try something different, everything's going to stay the same. If you find yourself today in a position that you never thought could have been with the coronavirus and with what's happening with our lockdown, you might want to change the trajectory of where you're going. and take a look at an alternative business style that actually could produce income for you so that you never find yourself in this place again, being shut out of work or fearful to go to work. So the next steps really are for you to schedule a follow-up appointment with the person who sent you this video and get your questions answered. If you're like me, you have more questions now than you did before I started, because this truly is a unique business. I've taught business for 20 years at the university level, and at my college, there was no business plan like this that we taught about. And I've looked at a lot of business plans. I think this is very unique. Try some of our unique products, branded products. You can register as a customer for free and start earning cash back on your purchases. Also, you can attend another unfranchised business presentation. Maybe you'll catch something different next time that will be more relevant to where you're at. But we'd love to also help you start with a trial run. We've got a program where we can actually have you do some things, and we'll assist you to see if this is the right fit for you. Thanks for being on the call tonight. Get a hold of the person who sent this to you, and you have a great night. Take care.